8-point lead. And that's what I'm going to train for. In this video, I'm going to break down the 3 steps you'll need to consistently build that routine. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to put it all together into your gameplay so that you can use it effectively. How do you build a training routine? Guess.
Identify your weaknesses.
Ooh, that's not bad. Identify your goals. You have to think about, and this is the most important part, identifying your goals correctly. So my goal right now is, first of all, I need to beat people better than me. When people better than me come on this channel, what do they always give me? A point lead, right? 6 points or 8 points. That means they're always under a lot of pressure. So number 1, we've identified my goal, to beat very strong players with 8-point leads. Number 2 is going to be, how do you break it down into actual training is what we need to figure out. And then number 3, how do we apply the gameplay, which is actually very tough. You guys train it, but don't apply the gameplay. So how do we apply the training? Well, we're gonna break it down into a few drills that we can apply the gameplay later. Number 1 is I need to not be scrambling around the court. Because his shots are so fast, once I start losing my balance and everything, I'm done. The second thing I need to do is I have to be very unpredictable and hit more trick shots. Right off the bat, I need to be able to win a few points by them not being ready for it. Number 3 is we have to try to one-shot them. How do we one-shot them?
Lucky net rolls.
Exactly, yeah. Because the backcourt, it's gonna be pretty tough to one-shot a pro player. They're so fit, right? So the only place we can one-shot them is if we net roll. So that's how I'm gonna build my routine, okay? Drill number 1, I have to learn how to be stable. I wanna make sure no matter what the shot is, I'm not ever going off balance. Every shot, I'm just staying super in balance and in position. Let's start with the 50%, 70%, and 90% pace. Stable. Okay, go 70%. Stable. So you see, I'm actually telling myself outside loudly to stay stable. There's something you can do. And even when I get out of position for a sec, I have to make sure I readjust into position. Faster, 80% now. Stable. 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 So this drill is for my specific goal. In order for them to do it, you have to find your goal first and identify it. If you need help with that, join our YouTube memberships. I'll identify it for you. Great. All right, so now, Airchi 01 Shuttlecocks, our Shuttlecocks of choice, affiliate link down below. I'm actually gonna hit to the front, far, and I'm gonna hit more to the center. Okay. If I hit to the sides, it gives me opportunities to cross the fake, but center, it's very safe for me. Ready? Okay, so my goal here is still to stay stable. That's drill number 1. 2 more drills. Drill number 2, do you remember, Franklin, what I said? How we go from 8-0 to 11-0 is through deception. Starting from the serve, when he serves, I have to deceive right away and keep doing trick shots that are so unexpected of standard gameplay that sometimes they're just not ready enough for it. My goal here is that every shot needs to be a trick shot. And if I can't do a trick shot, I need to hit a shot I usually wouldn't hit. Okay, ready? Yeah, hitting trick shots requires you to really be in position to hit it. Some of these shots, if I can hit well, are really opportunities that even the top players, when they're not fully accustomed to it, will lose the point. So the thing about this is only gonna work for like the first 3 or 4 points. Because after that, they're gonna get ready to me doing trick shots. Not gonna be super useful. We're just catching them off guard. So now we move on to the 3rd drill. Once they're used to me doing these stuff and they're not gonna be caught off guard, how can I continue to win the rest of the points? The only way I can win points is really if I hit net rolls or spinning net shots that are so tight they make some sort of mistake. Because this is the only mistake they're gonna make for the rest of the game when they're fully ready, okay? So how do I hit spinning net rolls? I have to create the net roll opportunity. Because over time, even as we play, if they know they're losing points on net rolls, they're not gonna keep netting back. They could just keep hitting it to my back if I have nothing I can do, right? So how do I set it up? It's going to be wait for them to hit a net and then I come in and spin. That's the only way I can get close enough to hit a spinning net shot because most of their shots are gonna be far. Okay. Ooh, close.
Good shot.
Already net rolled that one. Safe, roll. So now that we have these 3 drills, obviously we've only practiced it for like 20 something minutes in total. This is gonna take maybe 1 week, 2 weeks of practice If every day, maybe like 5 days of practice, and you should get it pretty solid. But now it's, how do you apply it to the gameplay? That's the most important part. We want to do exactly what we practice. So the 3 things we practiced was stability, unpredictable shots, and net rolls. So we'll play 11 points. Watch my intent on these 3 things, okay? So see if I'm maintaining stability, and if I'm not, am I bringing it back? Second, are all my shots random enough? And third, am I focusing on the net shots when they come up? We'll play 11 points.
Outa!
Outside, but look at my intent. Very random. Franklin had no response to that. Victor Axelsen could probably get it, but he'd be super out of position. Oh, you're lucky on that net. Yeah.
Shoot.
Franklin's kind of random too. What's going on?
Shot.
Yeah. Normal smash, just smash and win. Look, net win. So that one, I saw him coming up. I should have pushed, but in my head I thought, for the content, really, I didn't hit bad shot. For the content, this is the first net shot we got. I needed to demonstrate that my intent of getting the net shot. 5-2. I also need to play some more badminton so I don't actually make mistakes. But that's like a very macro thing. That was a demonstration. Score, 6-2?
6-2. Oh,
inside.
Shot.
3-6. Okay, unpredictability that one. So really focus on my stable stance. Unpredictability but half court. I need to make sure even those shots I didn't go over. But part of it was because my stance is not stable. 4-6. So you'll see me get better over time. See if you can see the difference. Okay, that was a good try. 7-4. Five, 7. Yeah, my stability is something I need to work on. I'm trying to be stable, but without practice, my muscles just all lack the coordination to be doing it. Inside.
Oh, that's not outside.
Ah, rhythm, right? Ooh, outside.
In.
That's so out. Oh my God.
I was ready for that net.
No touch. 8-6. 7-5. 7-5. 6-7.
Shit.
Now it's 6-7. All right. Okay, stability, unpredictability, first 2 things. See, wasn't ready for that. 7-0.
It's out.
Oh.
8-7.
8-7. Ah, that was a winner. Not in position. 9-7. 8-9. There's no rallies. Either my mistake or Franklin dies. Huh.
No.
How did you get that? Not bad. You guys future victor here. See, net roll intent. 9-0. 9-0 or 9-8?
9-0. Shoot.
10-9. All right, there we go. All right, that was a super in-depth version of how to build your training routine. If you just follow exactly what I do, but the most important part is identifying your goals. that's correct, or if that's incorrect, everything else will be incorrect. If you want to see the extended version of this training video, make sure to join our YouTube membership for exclusive perks. And also, if you join your YouTube memberships from this video, I'll actually message you and help you identify your goals from the video you send me. How about that?